So I'll start from a manuscript called Hamid de la Serna. It's a Japanese form, part prose, and a little haiku-like poem. They all start with an epigraph by Ramon Gomez de la Serna, who wrote these aphorisms or gregarias. Some of them are very clever. And it was inspired by this ultrasound, which turned into my youngest daughter, Ella Roque. And I kind of looked at it and I thought, she kind of looks like a constellation. And someone said, that's kind of where she is now, isn't it? So I wrote Stellar, Ella, the subtitle. And the epigraph is, ships sail so far away, even farther, that their smoke is no more than the distant signal of a marine volcano. And further still the cosmos, and in the cosmos the soul that would be Ella, stellar, she, her, no podemos hacerlo sin ella. Ella as a constellation, a construction out of the womb of the wily Almendina. Ella as a further lesson in the sacred feminine, for one too slow to grasp, but not so hopeless to not get another her. The ship's an ultrasound on goop upon a womb. Here, a radar beep. Here, the sex sticks out, gender. We can both ball now or ready placenta recipes. In some cultures, two cats couldn't cut it, so out to the stars, stellar overdrive. 2 hearts and a half beating the womb lights out on that vanilla latte. The cloud is faint again, but it's a star cluster, the light farther away than the smoke of a distant ship, skin-boned. And all the captain said was, engage. And all we had was velocity and building up the part that won't rot, and letting go the rest so they may in turn remember their dust, and we can turn our sights back on the inky wet of the northwest night sky. Ella she is. We're listening, and seeing that flashing beat makes ours run harder.
This is called Eyes Shut in the Brighton Dome. Training, I love it. Skipping, punch bags, heat, sweat, gloves, sawdust, that smell. Proved good at the fighting. The new number 2 in school. Sparring partner for Tim Pavitt. Before the fight, nerves make me pee, 10-minute loo breaks. The dark, thick-set, approved schoolboy watches me, eyeing a posh walkover in wire specs. A mistake. Adrenaline is pumping. The fight starts and finishes in a windmill of my punches. Some of the punches land. The judges give unanimous decision to the boy in the black shorts. He comes over. Thought you beat me. A handshake. It was close. Shaded on style. The press photos show skinny white limbs, gloves fading, eyes tight shut. On the bus home, we learned Pavitt won in 60 seconds. Stopped his opponent, broke his opponent's jaw, broke his own knuckles, would have been national champion. Outside the ring, Fury still defeats me. Fury then tears. Wicks urges, hit out before the red mist descends. Evans, tormentor, Vickers' son, Welsh, aggressive, mad, throws darts, which just miss, stabs a penknife between George's legs in bed, misses his crown jewels by ½ an inch. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading this. My glasses, I've got my reading ones on. I'll have to take them off. Corners me in the brew room, jeers, one time too many. My half-drunk glass of water soaks him. I hit him, hit again and again. Taffy is no Pavitt, goes down in seconds. Bystanders let me hit on him for some well-merited time. Then pull me off his chest. By magic, piss-taking stops. Confidence radiates. Never need nor have another fight.
What if we could find a way to start? To ease the pain in every broken heart? What if we could wipe the slate quite clean of every trace of hate there's ever been? What if no mother's scream should pierce the night, And what if no little child should wake in fright? What a perfect place this earth could be, everyone living in harmony. What if no one ever lived in fear and every street was safe for walking here? What if the lion lay down with the lamb, all together in the promised land? What if the bombs should cease to rend and burn? What if each soldier's face should homeward turn? What a perfect place this earth could be. Always everyone walks free. What if we could find a way to start to heal the wounds in every broken heart? What if every shade and hue of skin knew each other for their next of kin? What if we were no longer moved by greed, but each one sought to meet the other's need? What if we did what we know is right, and each one light a candle in the night?
I wrote this poem in May 5 years ago, and I know the time because my fourth daughter was expecting her first beautiful son. Waiting full moon. Waking early, high in the pre-dawn sky, the moon rolls, a golden egg. As I watch, glassless, my sleep-soaked eyes blur and gaze as it shimmers and contracts. The rolling world lowers her load, and the moon trembles, tickled by small treetops. Their fingers catch her carefully, and she nests and settles safely. The night blue pales. The stripes of a desert dawn, horizoned bright blue with high pink light, blush the morning in. The moon snuggles away to the west, sleeping. I pad east and see a new rose blossoming to fate the sun. Today I wait, alert for news of the new boy, for him to plunge out to join the southern surf.
Put out the mind like a spark from a fire that's been burning a hole in my shoes. Let other fires burn. There's beans that need cooking. Potentialities on slow boil, dissolving my turmoils in oil. Essence of dissatisfaction taken homeopathically, in order to learn to appreciate the dullest of circumstances. But back to the subject, there's a fluttering above my mind, the tickle of playing hopscotch with all kinds of negativity, my agility protecting me, the sword of integrity dissecting me, the power of these subtle chemicals disinfecting me, accepting me. I'm going to read another little tiny one. Casting about in the day for green leaves and hay. I'm the bird and the worm, the seed and the germ, the yearning, the mistake, and the learning. What was once so complicated is now not worth concerning.
This is a first for me. I've never read a poem from my iPhone before, but I do work on them on my iPhone. And Emile encouraged me to read a poem this afternoon, and suddenly I realized I have several on my iPhone. This is about my experience several months ago at a seminar. It's called At the Do I Have Something to Tell You seminar. I watched their minds and glances wander, it seemed, every which way, to one another's faces, surreptitiously to bright devices, out the sooty window pane, limbed with fake mahogany. Not even sure where I went, but it was far from here, or was it just where eyes meet and linger for more than seconds long, and words are spoken only after pauses to reflect. I wanted to hear deeper than what she presented, to listen to the feeling pulses of her heart's ventricles beating like gills, or how it felt to dwell under the mane of her russet hair, transmitted into the vortex of her thoughts. It felt punishing to be outside the door, knocking and struggling with a hefty lock, since she seemed so much more than those sentences, like mismatched beads she'd strung together in haste. Far beneath her exclamation points, like a cave below a cliff, was divine doubt, sacrilegious, not knowing, that held her like a goddess, occluded in warm shadow. And when next she spoke, pulses of feeling flew from her flushed brow like a carrier pigeon into the arms of my expectant mind.